Jen with thefitmomformula.com. I just wanted to give you a quick video on how I like to do my measurements and what I do with all of my clients as well, because I know that there's a lot of people who are long distance who don't know the right spots to do their measurements. So, just going to show you right away without further ado. I always, just so you know, measure just from one side, so whatever your dominant side is, measure that side. I don't do both sides because then you start getting all sorts of ridiculous numbers, and saying you lost 10 inches but it's off of 30 spots on your body doesn't sound as good as if you lost it off 5 or 6 measuring points. So, I always start with my bicep. I always flex to find the widest spot, and then relax, and let the tape bounce back. And write that number down. Chest, again, always across the widest spot. And then quickly write that number down. Again, it doesn't have to be super tight, but we don't want it loose. I always do the narrowest point on the waist. So if you're sucking it in and you're really pulling it tight, you better make sure you're sucking it in the same amount the next time you do your video or your measurements. Okay. And then I do belly button, because as ladies, we always hold our weight a little bit lower, and it's nice to see the difference in between here. So just find that belly button and put the tape right across it. I'm recording these as I go as well, so I can track. In terms of hips, just across the widest spot again. Making sure you're not pulling too tight, because like I said, you got to make sure you're doing the same tension every time. Just keep it tight but not loose. And for thigh, if you're doing it yourself, it's pretty easy to see where the widest spot is, so go ahead and find that there as I drop the tape 80 times. Okay. And then of course the calf as well. I always measure the calf based on the widest spot right there. The calf doesn't usually change too much. And that's it. That's how I measure. So just to recap, biceps, chest, waist, belly button, hips, and thigh, and calf. And that's it.